Hi guys, it's Alia. Welcome back to my channel. So this is the last of the fall theme journals, but I still have two more, which are just the eclectic theme journals that I like to do. So this one, I absolutely love the fabric from this. And this is one of the fabrics that I got from the Dollar Tree. Let me take off the tie so you can just see it a little bit better. It is just like has the mushrooms and the leaves from fall. It's just, I really like it. So of course on the front, I did a lot of layering. There's a vintage, or part of a vintage doily in the background, and then I pulled all the different colors of the leaves from the package that I got at Dollar Tree, and then I tried to match a button, kind of like bring it all together. So I love the way this little collage on the cover came out. All right, so let's get inside. And I actually don't know what I'm going to name this one. Maybe just Autumn Leaves? Maybe? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, the journal measures 9 inches by 5 inches. So on the inside cover, and make sure I'm in frame, and I think I am. Yep. I left this blank, so if you want to add anything here yourself, you are more than welcome to do so. And then here we have a little, is actually, nope, I was thinking it was when I cut this down, but it's not. This is from a different vintage doily. I don't know if you can see, but there's a sticker here, little word that says autumn. And then in the pocket, I have two little journaling cards. And this is a little sticker of a leaf. Okay. And on the back side, this is like a little flip up where you can write some stuff. I have some trim there. In the back, there's a little, this is a vintage, I don't know what to call these. It's like little information cards. But it's vintage, so I saw the colors that kind of went with like a fall theme, even though it's not fall related, the colors were. And then here I made a little, these little shipping tags, and put some vintage, this is a cut down from a vintage doily, and then some Dollar Tree trim. So that goes right in there. This is from an Ideals magazine, a vintage one, but it does say a picnic in the autumn. So I thought, you know, kind of tying in the autumn theme. A little tuck here with a little, just a little collage. And this is a vintage postcard. I'm not exactly sure what the picture is of, but it's like an actual photograph. We have a little sticker down here, some more little leaves there, a little pocket here, and inside we have a little file folder. And I think these little file folders, I want to say that I got that from, I think Pamela, who is the hippie gypsy here on YouTube. She sent in some Happy Meal, this little box, and it had a bunch of like cutesy little things, like, you know, the stuff that I like. So I inked the edges, and then you can actually, since it's white, you can write on the inside too. So that goes in there, and this is a dime roller, but I was trying to kind of, we have the green leaf, the green in the fabric there, or this is actually a ribbon, and then kind of tie it all together. So this is ribbon, which I sewed onto a piece of cardstock, which I'm thinking is probably a file folder, but I thought that was kind of neat. So that's a ribbon. Here I just through the hole I tied some sari silk, and then we have Colonel Mustard here, that's from Clue, and then a little gnome. And I think all of the pages in here, aside from the coffee dyed papers, they're all vintage. This was a placemat that I kind of got down to size, but that is actually also vintage. And then here's a nice place to just do some writing or to put a picture. And then on the back here, so I have a little pocket. We have the garden, and it's arid garden, but it kind of reminded me of like all the fall colors. Not reminded me, but you know, like it has like the browns and the greens and stuff. So I added that in there. This is actually antique because it's from, I don't know if that says January or July. I want to say July because there's a July, yeah, July 1st, 1919. So it's from the Bank of Mead, Nebraska. It has somebody's name here, but I can't actually read it, and they paid them $6. So this is actually antique. But again, the colors, it just kind of reminded me of like autumn colors. And then here we have another sticker. I add some trim. This is also from the Dollar Tree. And then this flips up and there's a little pocket with some journaling cards, not journaling cards, playing cards in there. And then here, like every time I cut down the music papers, I always like to keep the page numbers, and then I'll just randomly use them in the projects. Here is another page from the Ideals magazine. And this is an alteration tag. I didn't alter it too much. I just added the stickers of the leaves below, but on the back side, it's all blank, so that way you can do some journaling on there if you want to. Or this is a nice big tag. If you put it on a page and you glued this side and this side down, you can turn it into a tuck spot. So that's pretty cool also. Here I have a little flip out, and in here we have a little place to write, and then this is another little fall sticker, and then that all goes back in, back inside. I have a little cluster here with a little safety pin, and oh, I made a little pocket. This is vintage, a little vintage bus ticket. And then also behind here, this is actually, oh, I added this little vintage piece of a vintage doily. This here is a vintage, I don't know what this, like a receipt sort of. I think it's maybe when you buy, because it says register number, clerk, account. I don't know, but see, it's 1903, so it's from the 30s, so it's definitely vintage. And on the back, little tuck there. Now here's the middle of the signature. What I did is I did leave the strings a little bit long just in case you wanted to tie anything on them. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. You can just trim it a little bit shorter, or however you want to, how the length you want it, but I wanted to leave that up to you. So what I did is I put 2 pockets, and this is both from a vintage doily. I just cut it down on this side, and I used some of the stamps that I got not too long ago in one of my thrift store hauls, and I made, they're kind of like little bookmarks. So those go on this side, and on this side here have the word colorful, and it's a little, you know, like just a little journaling book with some pages. Oops. And then that goes in there. Some more vintage music. And this is just like the other envelope, so it flips out. And I do have, oh, this is a vintage Rolodex card. And then it has a little sticker on it that says thankful. And I did also another little, oops. Oh, the T, okay. Sorry, you have to be careful when you're pushing these in because the stickers are, you know, they're the 3D ones, so they catch on the envelope. Another little cluster here with a little safety pin. And then on the back of this, I just did some collaging with some all different vintage papers, or book pages, and then music pages. This, I think this is, I don't know if that's Tim Holtz, but it's just an ephemera piece. And then I add the owls there. And then on the back again, these are vintage. They're from 1978. These are, I don't know where these are from. You know, like not Home and Gardens, or doesn't really say, but they're definitely vintage. And then the, I love the colors on this. The Ideals magazine page. And this pocket is, has the vintage book pages on. As you can tell, it's really yellowed. I added some trim, the sticker, and then also 2 little playing cards inside there. And this, oh, I was going to say, I thought it flipped out. It does flip out, but this is clipped on, so... and this is just a tag that I sewed some leaves onto the front. We have a little ribbon up here, and on the back is blank, so you can do some journaling on there. Another little pocket, and we have some more antique checks. So this is also from, this is July 15th, 1919. It's paying Standard Oil Company $13.75. So that's pretty cool. And this is another vintage, I think it might be like a book plate or a bookmark. Oh no, it says detached bookmark. Yeah, but that is definitely vintage. And then that goes back up in there. And then we have the little gnome there that says fall. Another sticker, and then that flips out for some journaling. Here's the back side of that placemat. Another little flip here. Then we have a playing card in here and a vintage Rolodex card in the back. Another ribbon pocket that I sewed onto, I'm thinking it's file folder. Like when you cut everything down, I like to keep those pieces because they make good backings for things. I sewed on the leaf here, and then we have a playing card and a little, whatchamacallit, tag. And then here, this is another, this is almost antique, but it's not. This comes from January 2nd, 1930. So it's vintage, but not antique. And this is I want to say this is like a receipt. Like a reading. Oh, maybe an electric receipt or electric bill. Oh, First Farmers Electric District. Oh, so maybe they're paying. They're paying their bill. Isaac Nielsen. Something like that. So that's pretty cool though, but it is definitely authentic and it's vintage. And then that slips back in there. We have the blueberries. And then another gnome there. And a vintage Rolodex card. There's a little sticker there. And then my signature. So that is my last fall theme journal that I currently have. I have 2 more eclectic journals that I need to share. And I'm also working in the middle of another Halloween journal. Actually, I have it right here. I can show you a little sneak peek of the cover. I love this cover. So that is the cover. I'm almost finished. This one, oops. That one is a really fun, I really like the paper pads, so I was having fun with that one too. So this is available for sale in my Etsy. I will leave a link to the journal in the description box below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.